Humbug Mountain, at 1,765 feet, is one of the highest mountains in Oregon to rise directly from the Pacific Ocean. It lies completely within a state park. A hiking trail climbs steeply to the top, passing through an ancient forest which has survived fires and storms and is now recovering naturally with large snags, downed wood, a variety of tree species, and a rich understory. We are not young. We are not in a hurry. We like to study the landscape features and the small details, the flora, the fauna, the long arc of geological history.
We believe, like Aristotle, that in all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. We are Elizabeth and Terry. We are two on a trail. We are on the Humbug Mountain Trail on the South Oregon coast, and apparently this is a last remnant of ancient forest between Crescent City, California, and Cummins Creek, Cape Perpetua. So we're here to hike up this mountain and to look at the tanoaks and Douglas fir and any other interesting things. This is called a siskiyou mixed forest. So let's go.
Humbug Mountain was originally known as Matus by the indigenous Tututni people, one of the lower Rogue River Athabaskan tribes from southwestern Oregon, who signed the 1855 Coast Treaty, an unratified treaty which took away their traditional land base. They were removed to the Confederate tribes of Siletz Indians. Nevertheless, they have stewarded this land since time immemorial and still live and thrive here.
There's the water.
There's the Pacific Ocean. And Highway 101. Takes a turn here at the base of Humbug Mountain.
We used this book as a guide in choosing trails that are described as ancient forests. The author, Chandra LeGue, describes this type of forest as one, quote, that is recovering from a major fire that burned a century ago, and while on the young side, has developed naturally with large snags, downed wood, a variety of tree species, dense patches, and some 500-year-old trees that survived the fire, unquote. In the case of Humbug Mountain, the last fire was in 1958, and it burned much of the north side of the mountain. Here on the southern Oregon coast, we find Douglas fir, hemlock, and bigleaf maple, and an understory of tanoak and myrtle, as well as many ferns, mosses, fungi, and wildflowers. It is the last ancient forest left along a stretch of the coast from Cummins Creek Wilderness north of Florence to the Redwood National Parks south of Crescent City, California. I'm getting the hang of this uphill walking. Fun.
Well, it's a long up, 1,700 some feet, but the switchbacks are nice. Some little steep pitches, but I like it.
I think that's an elderberry in blue.
Elderberry.
Solomon seal. good to film the obstacles in the trail too.
Yeah, gravity is slowly taking over. More trees spilling down the mountainside.
Looking north toward Port Orford.
Looking pretty much northwest. Maybe west of north. At about the 1 mile mark, the trail divides. In 1934, the Civilian Conservation Corps built the West Trail to the summit, which is the one we are taking. However, it was destroyed in the 1962 Columbus Day storm. An alternate trail called the East Trail was used until the original was reopened in 1993. The East Trail is currently closed due to large amounts of storm debris, another indicator that we are hiking through a dynamic, ever-changing landscape.
400 feet to go.
Yep, it's almost lunchtime, so have our lunch at the top. See you on the other side.
Alrighty. Okay, well, we are on our way down from Humbug Mountain, and this beautiful breeze has started up, which is very welcome. It was really hot going up. It's unseasonably warm here. It is, I think, all over Oregon. It's typically more windy, over the coast. This wind is very much welcome. These are beautiful old trees up here. This one is old and gnarly and gorgeous. This is a very, a difficult 2.3 miles, elevation gain about 1,700 feet. That's a lot. 1,000 feet a mile is considered really steep, and this isn't quite that, but it's close. But anyway, happy to have succeeded in hiking up to the top, and happy now to be heading down. we don't have to concentrate on breathing. It's kind of nice. We can actually look at some things. There goes Terry.